Good morning, everyone. My name is Maycie, and I'm going to be guiding you through this morning's beginner yoga practice. So finding a place either in your home or outside that feels most comfortable to you, some place that you can be alone for the next hour or so to really reset and recharge. So we're going to begin this morning's practice on our back, taking a bend in the knees so both feet are flat on the mat. And just start by closing your eyes. Begin to notice your breath, maybe for the first time today. Notice where your inhale travels and where you're exhaling from. What separates yoga from other forms of movement is how we connect to our breath during this practice. How we breathe is more important than the shapes that our bodies take. So beginning now, we're going to place our right palm on our lower abdomen and our left palm just above our heart. And now intentionally directing our breath, I want you to breathe into the right hand. So draw the breath all the way down into the pelvis and then up to the left hand, up into the chest and throat. Exhale the right hand, exhale from the bottom up. Exhale the left. Inhale, breathe into the right hand. Draw the breath down into your abdomen and pelvis. Up into your chest and throat. Exhale from the bottom up. Taking a few more rounds, following your own breath. Don't get frustrated. If you can't master this at first, just notice. Now slowly rolling onto our side, we're going to make our way into child's pose. So bringing our sit bones back to our heels, arms extend long, fingers are spread wide. Think about relaxing your seat onto the heels. Forehead rests on the mat, keeping the eyes closed. We're going to draw the breath down into our sit bones, into our pelvis. Exhale should feel like a light contraction of the pelvic floor. Keeping the breath down here. Think about expanding the inhale across the seat. Exhale, light contraction of the pelvis. With every inhale, think about opening space in the lower body. Exhale, sinking just a little bit deeper back onto your heels, relaxing the body. If ever you find yourself needing to breathe, come back to this pose. On your inhale, following the breath, pull your chest and throat forward. Exhale, sitting back onto the heels, coming back into child's pose. Inhale, following the breath along the spine as we come and reach our chest and our chin back. Exhale, sitting back onto the heels. Now moving through this dynamic movement a couple times following your own breath. Inhale, the heart space open. Exhale, back onto the sit bones. Now this next time when we come up, we're going to do a few rounds of cat and cow pose. So on your inhale, sinking the belly button down towards the floor, shoulders relax down. Exhale, bring the belly button back to the spine as you round the back. Inhale, think about bringing the chest forward, belly drops to the mat. Exhale, cat pose as you bring the spine upward. Move with your own body here. I love this whole sequence for how it makes me open space. Maybe where I don't even notice, kind of wiggle all the cracks out, awaken the spine. Again, following your own inhales and exhales here. Do whatever movements feel most natural. We'll meet back in a tabletop and neutral position. Extend the right arm forward and the left leg back. Heel should be flat. Inhale, think about lengthening the spine. Exhale, bringing knee to elbow underneath the belly button. Inhale, lengthen fingertips to toes. Exhale, elbow to knee. Again, lengthening on the inhale. Exhale, bringing elbow to knee. Coming back to a neutral position, we'll move to the other side. So bringing the left arm forward, right leg back, foot is flexed. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, bringing knee to elbow. Inhale, full length of the spine. Exhale, light contraction as you bring the belly button up, knee to elbow. Following your breath, inhale. Exhale, light contraction. Coming back to a neutral position. Reaching the right arm up towards the sky. Exhale, we're going to thread the needle, so bringing the arm through to the other side and taking the left arm and just tenting the fingertips above the head. You can use this arm as leverage to press into the mat and deepen into the twist. So it's important to note that here the twist comes from the middle spine, not from the hips. So think about having your hips still square and twisting from the middle spine. Inhale, full length of the spine. Exhale, deepen into the twist. Final rounds of breath here. We'll meet back in a neutral position and take this on the other side. So inhale, left arm reaches up towards the sky. Exhale, threading the needle through, taking the left palm and tenting the fingertips above the head. Taking the twist again from the mid-spine. On your inhale, think about lengthening pelvis all the way up to the crown of the head. Exhale, pressing into the palm, deepening just gently into the twist. Notice that maybe your breath on these twists feels a little bit restricted. And gently offer just relaxing the body, more about opening the space here than it is about efforting and deepening into the twist. We're just waking up the body. Just a few more rounds of your own breath. We'll meet back in a neutral tabletop position. Pressing into the palms, we're going to come into our first downward facing dog. So taking a minute to set this up, taking a generous bend in the knee, remembering that this pose is more about lengthening the spine than it is about reaching your heels to the mat. Pressing through your index finger and thumb, rolling the shoulders down and away from the ears. Inhale, big breath in. Exhale, down the back. Inhale, pelvis all the way to the crown of the head. Exhale, full length of the spine. We'll be coming back to this posture several times during class, so take a minute to really set this up, feel comfortable in your body. Inhale, deep into the pelvis. Exhale, slight contraction. Few more rounds of breath. On your inhale, shifting into plank pose, making sure the shoulders are stacked over the wrists. Core is tight, whole body is engaged here. Breathe in. Exhale, strengthening, tightening the muscles. Inhale, length, feet all the way to the crown of the head. Exhale, whole body is engaged, pressing the floor away. On your exhale, lower all the way down to the mat, reaching the palms behind you. You can interlace the hands at the low spine. And on your inhale, lifting the shoulders and feet off the mat. Chin should be down and back. Don't arch the neck. That'll compromise your breath. And breathe into the heart and chest. Let the inhale lift you. Exhale, reaching the palms back a little bit further. Should feel a slight rocking here. Breathing pelvis all the way up into your chest and throat. And exhale, release. Moving through tabletop, we'll come back to downward facing dog. Again, pressing the palms away, generous bend in the knee. Inhale, inflate your right leg up behind you. Exhale, stepping it through in between your palms. You're going to walk the foot out to the edge of the mat. We're going to take lizard pose. So you can either remain active in your back leg or drop the back knee to the mat and reach the palm, or the elbows rather, to the mat if you can. Remaining on your palms is perfectly fine if that's where you're at. Should be a deep stretch in the outer hip. Breathe into that space. Exhale, maybe go a little bit deeper. Feeling the opening in the left hip flexor. Inhale, breathe deep into the pelvis, opening space in the back of the body. Coming back up to the palm of the hands. If you can, reach your right arm back to catch your left foot. This will deepen the stretch in the hip flexors. I'm going to rotate from the mid-spine. Think about opening the chest. Chin remains neutral to the ground. Breathe into the opening in the front side of the body here. Inhale from the base of the spine up into this opening in the heart. Exhale, maybe sink a little bit deeper. Feeling this beautiful opening. Releasing the foot. We'll extend the right leg long. I'm just taking a half split, so relaxing the spine over the front foot. Maybe taking a bend in the front knee if you need to, if your hamstrings are tight. Inhale's a lengthening of the spine. Exhale, sinking a little bit deeper. And coming back into downward facing dog. Inhale, inflate your left leg behind you. Exhale, stepping it in between the hands, low lunge. Back leg can remain active or knee can drop to the mat. Walking the left foot to the outside of the hands, to the outer edge of the mat, you can remain on the palms or come down into the elbows, the lizard pose. You should feel a big opening in the outer left hip and in the right hip flexor. Breathing here. We often hold a lot of tension in our hips. Taking the time to deepen in these longer holds will really get into the fascia and breaking apart the tissue. Following your own breath. We'll come up to the palms and again bending the right leg, reaching for it with your left palm. Taking this deep hip flexor opening. Think about inhale, rotating the front of the body. Exhale, pressing just a little bit deeper into the hip flexor. Breathe all the way pelvis up into the chest and throat. Feel this beautiful opening of the front side of the body. Exhale, sinking just a little bit deeper. Releasing the foot, extending over the left foot now, so taking a half split on this side. Inhale, think about lengthening the spine out of the hips. Exhale, bringing forehead to the knee. So you feel this opening in the hamstrings. Breathe in. Exhale, sinking just a little bit deeper. Holding for just another round of breath. And coming back, we'll meet in downward facing dog. Walking the feet to meet the hands at the front of the mat. Take a moment here in the forward fold to just open the side bodies, walk the hands to the left. Feel the lengthening, opening of the side ribs. And walking them to the other side, keeping a bend in the knees. Feel the breath as it expands and opens the side body. And coming back to neutral, inhale, we'll press the palms for a halfway lift, spine should be neutral. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, arms reach up as we come to stand, Urdhva Hastasana, reaching the chest forward. Exhale, palms meet at heart center. Take this moment to set an intention for your practice. I offer you today reconnecting with your own body. Inhale, reaching the arms up, chest reaches forward. Exhale, taking a bend in the knees, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, palms reach to the mat, step or hop back to plank. Inhale, full length, whole body is engaged. Exhale, lowering halfway, chaturanga. Inhale, pressing the palms, chest reaches high, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, gazes forward. Exhale, step or hop to the front of the mat. Inhale, arms reach up by the ears as you come to stand. Exhale, palms by your side. Following your breath out of the seat along the spine, inhale, reaching the palms up high. Exhale, fold forward, taking a bend in the knees. Inhale, neutral spine, halfway lift. Exhale, step or hop back, plank pose. Whole body is engaged. Inhale, length of the spine. Exhale, lower halfway, chaturanga. Inhale, lifting the chest, upward facing dog. Shoulders are down and back. Exhale, lifting the pelvis, downward facing dog. Inhale, gaze forward in between the palms. Exhale, step or hop to the front of the mat. Inhale, riding the breath all the way to stand, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, palms by your side. We're going to move through this series a few more times, but this time we'll hold each pose for 3 rounds of breath. So making sure that you're engaging with your full inhale and full exhale, pelvis all the way up into the chest and throat. Inhale, following your breath, arms reach up, Urdhva Hastasana, shoulders down the back. Breathe here. Inhale into the pelvis. Exhale, shoulders relax down the back. Inhale, pelvis all the way into the heart space. Exhale, fold forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, feel the breath as it travels down the spine. Exhale, folding just a little bit deeper. Inhale. Full exhale. On your inhale, halfway lift. Shoulders relax away from the ears. Spine is parallel with the mat. Inhale, reaching the tailbone away from the crown of the head. Exhale, whole body engagement. Reaching the palms back, we'll come to plank pose. Inhale, full length of the spine. Exhale, whole body is engaged, core is tight. Inhale, full breath in. Exhale, tightening the core. Exhale, lower halfway, chaturanga. This is a hard hold. You can take a bend in the knees if you need to. Reach them to the mat. Think about relaxing the shoulders away from the ears. Breathe in. Breathe into the challenge. On your next inhale, pressing up, upward facing dog. Again, the shoulders away from the ears, pulling the chest forward. Breathe into this opening in the front side of the body. Exhale, maybe come a little bit deeper. Chin should be neutral, down and back. On your exhale, lifting the pelvis up, downward facing dog. Inhale across the seat, down the full length of the spine into the crown of the head. Exhale, pressing the palms away, rolling the shoulders down and back. On your next inhale, glance forward, either hop or step, feet in between the palms, remaining in the forward fold. Inhale, full exhale. Deep inhale, full exhale. Inhale, riding the breath all the way to stand, Urdhva Hastasana. 3 full rounds of breath, relaxing the shoulders down the back. Breathe in, think about reaching the heart up towards the sky. Exhale, palms release by your side. So I want you to move through this next series following your own breath. Again, 3 rounds of breath in each posture. I'm not going to speak, so let your own breath be your guide, and if you get lost, it's no biggie, it's just yoga. So begin. Inhale, arms reach up towards the sky. We'll meet with palms at heart center, taking a few moments to tune back in. Maybe reconnect with our breath if we've lost it. Reaching the arms down. Inhale, we'll ride the breath as the arms reach up, chest open to the sky. Exhale, taking a bend in the knees as we fold forward. Inhale, pressing the palms into the shins, halfway lift. Exhale, stepping back with the right leg, coming into low lunge. Front knee should be stacked directly over the ankle. Making sure the back leg is straight. Inhale the arms up by the ears. Come into crescent pose. So again, arms reach tall, making sure the low ribs are tucked in, taking a bend in the back leg if you need to. Inhale, full length of the spine. On your exhale, rotating the back foot, coming into warrior two. So the back foot, the edge of the back foot should be parallel with the back of the mat. Palms are spread open wide, shoulders relaxed down the back, gaze is out over the front fingertips. Breathe here. As you inhale deep into the pelvis, think about opening space. Think about owning this posture. This warrior pose is one of strength, one of clarity. Letting the breath bring you a little bit deeper. On your inhale, extend the front leg, reach the arms above the head. Exhale, sinking back to warrior two. Moving through this fluid motion. Again, on your inhale, straightening the front leg, arms reach up above head. Exhale, sinking back to warrior two. Moving with your own breath. On this exhale, we'll remain in warrior two. Straightening the front leg, keeping the arms as they are. Inhale, reaching forward with the front palm. Exhale, rotating the palms to the inside of the front foot. So again, both feet should be straight. Front foot is facing forward. This is triangle pose. So think about stacking the arms in one straight line, and the bottom arm is to the inside of the front foot. Inhale, lengthening through the side bodies. Think about breathing out of the pelvis. Exhale, claiming this space, finding steadiness. You can use a block to bring the floor closer, or anything you have in your house to create support for that bottom hand. Gaze is up towards the top fingertips. Breathe in. Full exhale. On our inhale, we'll come back to a neutral position. Taking reverse warrior, so a counter pose to this. Reaching the back arm down the back leg. Front arm is up overhead, relaxing the shoulder away from the ears. Inhale, think about lengthening the side body, reaching tall. Exhale, coming a little bit deeper. Feel the beautiful opening in between the ribs. Breathe in. Exhale. Coming back to warrior two. We'll rotate the back foot forward, so coming back to crescent pose. Reaching the right arm to the inside of the front foot. We'll take a slight twist here. So using the bottom arm as kind of a kickstand. You don't want to dump all of your weight into it. Really think about holding the core tight. And reaching the top arm up towards the sky. Again, with these twists, it comes from the mid-spine, not from the hips. So make sure the hips are neutral and you're twisting from the middle spine. Breathe into the opening in the front side of the body. Exhale as you twist a little bit deeper. Inhale into the pelvis and abdomen. Exhale, twisting just a little bit more. Coming back, we'll step the feet back, coming into plank pose and move through our Vinyasa Chaturanga. So taking a halfway bend in the elbows. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, inflate your right leg behind you, three-legged dog. Exhale, stepping it in between the palms as we come to low lunge on this side. Again, making sure the front knee is stacked over the ankle, back leg is engaged, rotating the pelvis up into crescent pose. So reaching the arms high, shoulders relaxed down the back, rolling the pinkies forward, low ribs tucked in. Breathe length into the side body here. Exhale, maybe sink a little bit deeper. Coming into warrior two, so rotating on the outside of the back foot. Again, the back edge of the left foot should be parallel with the back edge of the mat. Fingers are spread open wide, relaxing the shoulders down the back. Gaze is out over the front fingertips. Breathe into this space. Exhale, maybe sink a little bit deeper, taking a deeper bend in the front leg because you can. On your inhale, straightening the front leg, arms reach up. Exhale, sinking back to warrior two. Inhale, straightening, lengthening through the side bodies. Exhale, warrior two. Following your own breath as we move through this. Just a few more rounds. Coming back to warrior two. We'll straighten out the front leg. Again, making sure feet are planted in the mat, reaching far forward with the front arm, and then rotating into triangle pose. So again, think about making sure that both arms are in a straight line, reaching to the inside of the front foot with the bottom arm, using a block or some object if you need to bring the floor closer. Then reaching the top arm up and open. Gaze is up towards the front fingertips or straight ahead. Inhale, lengthening out of the pelvis, lengthening the side bodies. Exhale, holding steady in this posture. Using your breath to find stillness. Inhale, lifting the body up. We'll take the counter pose, reverse warrior. So again, reaching the back arm down the back leg, top front arm reaches up overhead. Inhale, lengthening the side body, relaxing the shoulder away from the ears. Breathe in between the ribs. Exhale, sinking just a little bit deeper. Coming back to a neutral position. Take a bend in the front knee and then rotate on the back as we come into crescent pose one more time. Reaching the side bodies long. We'll come into a twist. So reaching the left palm to the inside of the front foot. Again, using it as a kickstand, making sure the hips are neutral and reaching the right arm up towards the sky. Think about the spine coming from, or the twist coming from the mid-spine. Inhale, deep into the pelvis and abdomen, up into the front body and the chest and throat. Exhale, taking the twist a little bit deeper. And then stepping both feet to the top of the mat. Inhale, we'll ride the breath up to stand. Exhale, arms reach by your side. So we'll take on some balancing postures. So rooting through your left foot. We'll bend the front leg. Think about bringing the knee towards the chest. So taking a moment here to start rooting through your bottom foot, reaching the spine tall, finding steadiness. You can release the palms by the side, keep the front foot floating, using your core here. Finding steadiness, using your eyes to steady your gaze. And I'm just moving to the side so you guys can see this better, but you don't have to switch positions on your mat. We're going to come into tree pose. So taking the elevated foot and placing it to the inside of your rooted leg. You can either go above or below the knee, but avoid actually pressing on the knee itself. Palms can either be by your side, at your heart center, up above your head, however you want to take up space. If you'd like to deepen this, you can do what I'm doing here and flip the inside of the foot to the inside of the hip, taking a figure 4 position. Palms can meet at heart center. Using your breath to feel steady and rooted. And release. We'll move to the other side. So rooting in the opposite leg and bringing the opposite knee up towards your chest. You can either grip with both your hands or releasing the palms by your side, having the leg float, trying to keep it at a 90-degree angle. Use the gaze to steady yourself. Use the breath to root your heel into the mat. Inhale the spine long. And again, I'm just moving so I can show you. We're coming into tree pose now, so if you can avoid touching the foot to the mat, do so. Taking the foot to the inside of either the calf or the thigh, above or below the knee. Arms can be however feels most natural to you, either by your side, at your heart center, up above your head, taking up space. And again, if you'd like to go one step further, we'll bring the outside edge of the foot to the inside of the hip, taking a figure 4 leg position, bringing the palms at heart center. Using the breath to lengthen the spine, feel tall, feel rooted. And release. We'll meet at the front of the mat. Inhale, arms reach up above the head, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, bend in the knees, fold forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step or hop back to plank pose. Lowering down, moving through our vinyasa. Coming back to downward facing dog. Inhale the right leg up behind you. Exhale, we're coming into pigeon pose. So bringing the right knee to the right palm and the right ankle to the left palm. You can either, I suggest if your hips are very high above the ground, taking either a pillow or a block underneath the hips. This is more of a restorative posture, but can definitely bring up a lot of mental chatter as we hold a lot of emotions and memories in our hips. So finding a position that you can hold for the next minute. You should feel a pretty deep opening in the outside of your right leg and hip. And using your breath to sink a little bit deeper. Maybe moving beyond the mental chatter, beyond the body. Seeing the discomfort without having to change anything. Seeing this as a place to restore, to relax. And just breathe. Coming back to your palms. We'll move to this on the other side. So coming into downward facing dog. Inhale the left leg behind you. Again, bringing the knee to the outside of the left hand. Ankle should be bent maybe at a 45-degree angle. And relaxing the head onto the palms. Using the pillow or the prop if you use so under the hips on the last side. And just breathe. Coming up onto your palms. This time we'll just release onto our stomach, taking a bend in the knees. I'm going to go into bow pose here, so reaching the palms back to the inside of the ankles. Inhale, inflate the front body and the legs off of the mat. If you can't do this, just think about reaching back to grab your ankles. Inhale, you should feel a rock of your body forward and backwards. Breathe all the way into the abdomen, up into the opening in the chest and throat. Chin is down and back. And release. Taking this moment on the mat to notice maybe if your heart rate was raised. Move through a tabletop position and extending the right leg out, foot is flexed. Take the left leg and cross it over the right leg. The foot should be on the mat, and then reach around the left leg with your right arm, taking this twist. You can use the back arm as kind of a kickstand to push the ground away, lengthening your spine. Breathe here. The exhale to twist a little bit deeper. Re-extending the left leg. We'll take this on the other side. So left leg should be out, foot is flexed, right foot reaches over to across the left leg and taking the left arm, wrapping it around the knee, using the back arm as a kickstand to make this twist just a little bit deeper, lengthening the spine. Breathe in. Full exhale. And close the eyes. So we're winding down during class. Good to turn inward, to notice maybe any energetic shifts, anything different we feel in our bodies from the beginning of this hour. And release. So both feet are going to reach forward, and we'll just take a forward fold here. So bending at the knees as you need to. And bringing the forehead to meet the knees as best you can, reaching the palms to the bottom of the feet. This is more about lengthening the spine, folding forward from the pelvis than it is about straightening the legs. That should be secondary. Slowing the breath. Consciously lengthening your exhales here. Inhale across the seat as we rise up into a seated position and come through onto our backs. Taking happy baby, so reaching for the outside of the feet, neither rocking back and forth, extending the legs, feeling the release of the low back, breathing into the low body. Exhale as you find stillness. Hugging the knees towards the chest. We'll release and get ready for Shavasana. So finding a position that's you can fully release in, fully relax in. Ankles should be rotated out, palms either up to receive or down for grounding. And let go of your breath. Let go of your mind, let go of the thoughts, the judgments you may have been holding. Go of any worry, any anxiety, any tension. And just allow yourself to be. Gently beginning to awaken the body, rolling the ankles and wrists, and moving slower than you think you should. Coming onto the side, gently making your way up to a seated position. Eyes remain closed. Palms meet at heart center. Thank yourself for showing up today. Thank yourself for taking the time to reconnect to your body, to tune in and to tune out. Namaste.